Donald Trump is ramping up his investigation of the people who investigated him because Donald Trump wants to know why the initial investigation took place, so we now have to investigate the investigation. On Thursday of last week, Sarah Huckabee Sanders issued the following statement, and it said, "Today, at the request and recommendation of the Attorney General of the United States, President Donald J. Trump directed the intelligence community to quickly and fully cooperate with the Attorney General's investigation into surveillance activities during the 2016 presidential election. Today's actions will help ensure that all Americans learn the truth about the events that occurred and the actions that were taken during the last presidential election and will restore confidence in our public institutions." I agree with her on that. And I agree that this investigation should take place. Just like a year ago when I agreed that, yes, you should have Lisa Page, Peter Strzok, whoever it is, testify before Congress. And they did. And we already cleared everything up, but sure, if you want to have another investigation, go right ahead. We already know everything about this. But Donald Trump's not satisfied. William Barr is a good little lapdog, and he is going to do whatever Donald Trump wants him to do. We know that there was not any malfeasance, at least based on a redacted report that came out. So maybe there's stuff in those redacted parts that show that this investigation wasn't on the level, or that the FISA warrant was obtained under false premises. And if that is the case, then yeah, that is something we need to know. You may hate Trump, but if they were illegally spying on him, I think as a country we need to know that. We already know that that's not what happened, but sure, go ahead and continue the investigation. And one of the best parts is that Donald Trump last week also expanded William Barr's authority and gave him the ability to declassify and publish whatever information he feels like. And Trump thinks this is going to somehow exonerate him, that it's somehow going to make him look better, that it's going to vindicate everything he's ever said. But again, folks, remember back to last summer, last July, we already had a report on how the investigation started. No, it was not based on the Christopher Steele dossier. Carter Page's FISA warrant was obtained legally. The so-called insurance policy that Peter Strzok and Lisa Page were joking about was the investigation. But at the time, they didn't think it was necessary to go full steam ahead on that investigation because they didn't think Donald Trump was going to win. Had they thought or knew at the time the Electoral College was going to give him the victory, they would have sped up that investigation to get this information to the appropriate channels. And that's what happened here. We know all of this already, but that hasn't stopped Donald Trump from going out there lying about all of this on a near constant basis, constantly trying to undermine Lisa Page by only referring to her as Peter Strzok's lovely lover, which he said on Thursday multiple different times, because he's trying to undermine this woman's entire career. I am still in favor of this investigation, though. Don't get me wrong. Because yeah, I think it is going to restore some confidence in our intelligence agencies. Not that they really deserve much confidence given the spying on American citizens and, falsifying reasons to go to war. But nonetheless, I don't think it's going to restore confidence on the left. I think it's going to make people on the right realize that, holy crap, Trump really has been lying to us this entire time. And that is why I support this investigation. Thanks for watching, everybody. And don't forget, if you like what you see here, like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel. And now you can also become a member of Ring of Fire and get exclusive early access to certain Ring of Fire videos all throughout the week. Just click on the little join button right below the video.